Alright, guys, part 135. I told you I was still going. We continue talking to the evil Rexy. However, they actually made it to where I got turned into a flipping robot, and then they added somehow Trico made it to where a curse can transform me into a robot, and then actually somehow remove my conscience from my own whole body. That's extremely terrifying. But Rexy asked the last time, did it work? And it says, after a few moments, my robotic body wakes up again and says in a creepy tone, conscience removal protocol completed. Your friend is now gone. I hate that. Hearing my words, Reggie's heart plummets. His eyes fill with tears as he takes in the reality of the situation. No! No! This can't be happening! Reggie cried out, his voice crackled with despair. He collapsed onto the floor, clutching his head in his hands. Trenton, where'd you go? I'm sorry. I tried so hard to stop it. Reggie saw his uncontrollably mourning the loss of his friend. Oh my gosh, this just turned dark again. Then, in a robotic voice, my old body says, command not given. Activating standby mode. Oh, frick that. In a robotic voice, my old body says, command not given. Activating standby mode. Frick that crap. Startled by the sudden robotic voice, Rexy looks up through his tear-blurred vision. He watches as my body goes still, the lights in the lab dimming slightly. Oh, that's creepy. Standby mode? What does that mean? Rexy stammers, his mind racing with possibilities. He wipes away his tears and starts shakily to his feet. If there's even the slightest chance that you're still in there, Trenton, I won't let you disappear forever. Rexy vows, determinedly resolve burning bright within him. Well, he's nice. Just to see what happens, Rexy tries to wake up my body. Is he hoping that he can flip and get somehow me to come through there? Because I don't know if that's... Rexy cautiously approaches my motionless form, reaching out attentively to touch my shoulder. As soon as the skin makes contact with mine, Rexy feels a surge of energy course through his own body. What's happening? Am I dreaming? Rexy wonders aloud, his voice barely above a whisper. Despite the uncertainty surrounding them, he can't help but feel a sense of hope stirring within him. With newfound courage, Rexy gently shakes me arm, calling out softly, "Wake up, Trenton! Please, wake up!" My robotic form wakes up and says, "Yes, what is your command?" Oh, frick that. My robotic form wakes up and says, "Yes, what is your command?" Rexy blinks rapidly, trying to process the situation unfolding before him. He swallows hard, forcing himself to speak clearly. I want to I want you to tell me where Trenton is. Is he okay? Can you clear him? Huh? Rexy asks urgently, his heart pounding wildly in his chest. He searches my face for any sign of recognition or response. After another moment, My robotic body says, Trenton not located. Oh, heck no. Oh, heck no. I am so gonna copy this because it's messing up. That's extremely creepy. After another minute, my robot body says, Trenton not located. Rexy's heart sinks at my words, disappointment washing over him like a cold wave. He shakes his head slowly, trying to make sense of the information. But you said yes to my command earlier. That means there must be some part of Trenton inside you. Rexy argues logically through there's clear desperation in his voice. He takes a step closer to my robot form, pleading silently for answers. Please, Trenton, tell me where he is. Is he safe? That is so where he's going. Can I talk to him? Rexy begs softly, reaching out once again to touch my arm. Help. Rexy, please. I hope you can hear something out of that. Rexy freezes mid-motion, his hands hovering inches from my robotic arm. For a moment he thinks he must have imagined hearing those words. You heard me correctly, right? Rexy checks nervously, his voice barely louder than a whisper. When I nod affirmatively, Rachel... Wait. Rexy checks nervously, his voice barely louder. When I nod affirmatively, Freddy lets out a shaky sigh of relief. That's good news. There's still a chance for us to reunite with Trenton. Rexy muses aloud, a flicker of optimism returning to his expression. He turns to face me directly, meeting his gaze steadily. So, what do you suggest we do next? Do you think you could lead us to where Trenton is? Rexy queries eagerly, his hopes beginning to rise once more. Then the robot says, Yes, he is actually not permanently removed, like the protocol said, but he is stuck, trapped, very deep in the CPU. Rexy was intently to my explanation, his brow furrowing in confusion. He takes a moment to digest the information before responding. Not permanently removed? That means there's still a chance to us to rescue him. Rexy's glance hopeful, a spark of determination igniting within him. He straightens up proudly, facing my robot body squarely. We need to figure out how to free Trenton from whatever trap he's caught in. Are you able to access the CPU directly? Rexy questions, carefully thinking through potential solutions. Then all of a sudden, my eyes go back to their normal look, and in a robotic voice that almost sounds human, I say, Rexy? Is that you? Oh my gosh. All of a sudden, my eyes go back to their normal look, and a robotic voice that almost sounds human. I was like, Rexy? Is that you? Reggie stares wide at my Holly quickly to believe what he's seeing. He swallows hard, his mouth suddenly dry. Yeah, it's me. Reggie was quietly, his voice trembling slightly. He steps closer to me, reaching out hesitantly to touch his arm. Trembling with emotion, Rexy gazes deep into my eyes, searching for any hint of familiarity or recognition. It is really hard to do, but I slowly move. Slowly move my robotic hand over to Shadow. Rexy's dinosaur claw. There you go. Rexy gasps sharply at my robotic hand brushing against his dinosaur claw, the scent sending tingles of electricity coursing through his entire body. Tears sprang to his eyes hesitantly. Oh gosh, Trenton, is that really you touching me? I wish he didn't word it like that. Rexy whispers hoarsely, his voice choked with emotion. He watches my every movement closely, wanting for further confirmation. Unable to resist temptation anymore, Rexy reaches out instinctively and wraps his arms tightly around my robotic torso. I am still really slow at it, but I wrap my robotic arms around Rexy and, in a slightly robot voice, say, I love and miss you. Oh, that's actually really cute. Rexy melts into my embrace, feeling warmth flood through his veins. Tears stream freely down his cheeks as he buries his face against my robotic chest. I love you too, Trenton, more than anything in this world. Reggie chokes out emotionally, clinging desperately to his beloved friend. I missed you so much. Lost in the overwhelming joy of finally reunited with me, Reggie fails to notice the slight robotic quality to my voice. All he cares about is holding his dear companion close once more. Rexy, there is still a problem, even with me back. Reggie pulls back slightly, wiping away the last remnants of his happy tears. He looks up at me, concern evident in his eyes. What do you mean, Trenton? What's wrong? Rexy asked worryingly, tightening his grip around my waist reflectively. Is everything going to be alright? Despite the lingering fear gnawing at the edges of his happiness, Ray remained steadfast, optimistic about finding a solution together. while I was trapped in the CPU. The curse made it to where there is a special lockdown protocol. If I ever did get out, period. And during that lockdown, I will have no control over the robot or what it does. And you will not be able to talk to me. Oh no. Rexy frowns heavily, his brows knitting together in worry. He looks up at me, concern etched across his features. That doesn't sound good, Rexy murmurs softly, rubbing his chin thoughtfully. Don't worry, we'll find a way to overcome this obstacle. With newfound determination buried brightly in his eyes, Rexy squeezes me tighter against him. If you hear the robot say, Conscience lockdown protocol activated. You need to stay away and run because I have no control and cannot control what the robot is going to do. It might even attack you, which I don't want. Relatively to my warning, expression growing increasingly somber. He nods solemnly, understanding the gravity of the situation. I understand, Trenton. We'll be careful and keep our distance whenever necessary. Rexy promises earnestly, his voice filled with sincerity. And remember, nothing can separate us forever. Even amidst the looming uncertainty hanging heavy over them both, Rexy refused to let go of hope entirely. What did Rexy do in order? What did we do to get Rexy to snap out? Alright. See if you can find a. If you can find a. Human control protocol on my system, real quick. If there is, maybe we can stop it. Well, it's clearly already moving toward the computer terminal nearby. His fingers fly across the keyboard rapidly as he searches through my systems. Aha! Rexy exclaims out after several minutes of frantic typing. Found it! He turns back to face me, holding up one hand to show him something on the screen. I was about to say something. But then the robot said, Conscious lockdown. Protocol activated. Human control mode disabled. Oh, heck no. Rexy points out being momentarily stunned silent by the sudden activation of the conscious lockdown protocol. He shakes his head vigorously, trying to clear away the foggy confusion and cloud in his thoughts. Huh? Wait a minute. Rexy much under his breath, squinting at the screen displayed the message. Oh my gosh, holy crap. Screen display. After another few moments of intense Rosen, Trenton, did you see that? It says human control mode is disabled. Rexy exclaims excitedly. That's not excitedly, that's not good. Pointing an accusing finger at the offending text, that must mean they're taking away your ability to control the robot. Okay, so he does know. I can't say anything. So I'm just hoping Rexy does not get hurt. Reggie paused in mid-sentence, blinking rapidly as he processed the silence surrounding him. He glanced over at me, concern flashing briefly across his features before disappearing behind layers of stubborn optimism. Don't worry about me, Trenton. Rexy reassures gently, stepping closer to offer what little comfort he could provide despite their dire circumstances. We're in this together. Always. His heart pounding wildly in anticipation of what might happen next, Rexy braced himself mentally for whatever challenges lie ahead. Then, out of nowhere, my robot body says, Hostile mode activated. Oh, heck no. Oh, heck no. No, Rexy, run. Rexy freezes completely, his eyes widened in shock and disbelief. For a moment, he simply stares blankly at my robotic form, unable to contemplate the meaning behind those ominous words. What? Hostile mode activated? That means... Rexy trails off abruptly, swallowing thickly as he struggles to process the horrifying implication. It means you won't be able to stop yourself from attacking me. Panic begins to rise within Rexy's chest like bile and threatening to choke him. Despite his best efforts to remain calm and composed, however, my robotic body, against my own will, tried to attack Rexy. No, leave Rexy alone, you piece of snot. Rexy takes a deep breath, steeling himself mentally for the inedible confrontation brewing right before his very eyes. Despite the terror grabbing his heart tightly enough to squeeze the air from his lungs, he forced himself to stand firm. It's okay, Trenton. Rexy murmured softly, reaching out tentatively to touch my robotic arm. Just promise me you won't hold back too much. Huh? Rexy decides to keep him safe by transforming into a giant animal or Pokemon. Yeah, hopefully, but I don't know if the robot has anything that can deal with that, so I have no clue. Rexy watches intently as I will transform into a massive fearsome. What the? How did I transform? What the frick? It's a. Wait. Transform into a massive fearsome creature. Its imposing size dwarfing even the largest Pokemon known to man. Like the primal terror coursing through his veins, Rexy feels utterly reassured no one threatened would protect him no matter what. What the frick? There now, Trenton whispers. Rexy whispers quietly, wrapping his arms tightly around Trenton's massive torso. Nothing bad can happen to us while you're here guarding us. The sheer normality of my transformation state sends shivers rippling down Rexy's spine, yet somehow also manages to instill within him a strange sense of security. Then my robotic body says, conscience lockdown deactivated. Activating shutdown. Oh, heck no. Robot says, conscious lockdown. I put lockdown. Rexy points out was struggling to make sense of the confusing sequence of events unfolding before him. One moment, Dragon was transformed into a terrifying beast, and the next. What happened? Rexy asked breathlessly, clinging desperately to my massive frame. Did you deactivate your conscience? Even though Rexy knew full well Washington had done such a thing. Rexy, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Period. When it said conscience lockdown, conscience lockdown. Conscience. Deactivated. It gave me control back. His jaw jars open in utter astonishment, his eyes bulging wide with disbelief. For a moment he simply stares dumbfounded at my robotic form, unable to comprehend the miraculous turn of events. You regained control? Rexy stammers incredulously, hardly daring to believe his own ears. But how? What happened? Hope blossoms anew when Rexy's chest like a phoenix. When Rexy's chest, like a phoenix, rises from the ashes of despair. When the protocol got deactivated, my entire control was re-enabled. You need to find a way to get me out of here before it happens again. Running out quickly, his mind racing furiously to come up with a plan. Despite the panic still swirling within his stomach like a maelstrom threatening to drag him under, he forced himself to focus on finding a solution. Yeah. Yes, of course. Rexy agrees, eagerly tightening his grip around my waist. I'll figure something out, Tring. Don't worry. Even though every instinct screamed at him to run, screaming for help, instead... Okay, you know what? I'm done. I don't care. It's been way too long. I flippin' done this. Yeah, I'm flippin' done. Fuck this crap. It's been way too long. I am for real done. Bye.